Hello, what's up mga boss? This is BossTL again. Today is another bike swap day. So today we're going to Marikina for another bike swap. It is very early in the morning. Sadly, it is actually raining when we left Antipolo City for Marikina. Over the weekend, very sunny. Tapos again, kung kailan tayo magba-bike swap, umulan ulit. But you know, nothing we can do. Pero we are hoping for the weather to clear. Kasi sayang naman, this is only a one-day bike swap. So we are hoping for a good weather para makakuha tayo ng maraming shots of the bike. And we could actually have the bike ridden, you know, quite a few destinations. But then again, let's see what we can come up with. So again, I'm headed to Marikina, somewhere in Providence Villages. We'll leave our Duke 390 with our friend and we'll take home his bike, the classic bike RE Interceptor 650. Okay? See you there in a bit.
Ay, yung pala pagka minsan ma-notice mo, pag dumaan ka sa ano, baka biglang gano'n, watch out for that.
Bakit?
Sa mga cracks ng ano,
Sumusunod siya sa ano?
sinusundan niya yung ano.
Sige. I'll be careful.
Stock suspension.
Alright, Ronald, may-ari. Sige, thank you. Sige, thanks. Alright mga boss. So today we're taking this RE home. Hindi na natin masyado nakunan, no? It's a private residence, so we're taking their privacy na rin. But right now we are at Providence Villages and we're taking this baby home. This bike is an RE Interceptor. It is a 650cc bike and we're going home. Right? Hello mga boss, this is BossTL again. Right now we have a classic bike with us. It is the Royal Enfield Interceptor. And we're taking it for a spin. And the first thing you would notice with this bike is how good it sounds. Listen to the sound. It's very different to the two-cylinder of the usual Kawasaki. You know, it's more similar to the Duke 790. According to the owner of this bike, the reason for the difference is it has a different firing order. Mamaya explain natin yon. So right now, again, as I mentioned, we have a full day to actually test this bike before we return it back to its owner. Actually, since maulan, sabi ng may-ari, si Ronald, there's no rush. We can keep the bike for the time being. Pero syempre, isang araw lang may usapan natin. So isang araw lang talaga, hopefully. So we'll take the bike around. Woo-hoo-hoo. Ganda ng tunog. Grabe. So ayun, as I mentioned nga, we'll drive the bike around. Our first trip will be going to UP for some video shoot. Then after that, we'll take it to Antipolo, then to Marilake. He's asking if we would be taking this to the expressway. So okay lang naman daw, but you know, siguro hindi na. We'll just drive it around. Okay, impressions. First ride impressions for this bike. It is heavy. This one is a heavy bike. Because of the weight, it is quite stable. Kasi most of the weight nandito sa engine. Ikaw na, laki ng engine, di ba? The gauge cluster is very basic. It doesn't have any gear indicator here, so bahala ka na manghula ka sa dyan neutral. But you know, normally you don't really need it. Pakiramdaman mo lang yung motor. Okay, back to our ride impression. Unlike with other bikes wherein once the bike is rolling, you wouldn't really feel the weight of the bike. But for this one, you could actually feel the weight of the bike. Mabigat pa rin siya. But the good side to that is that because of the weight, napaka-stable niyang dalhin. Alam mo yun? Sa bigat niya, hindi ka bumpy. The bike is very stable. Hindi mo siya basta pwedeng iganon-ganon. I haven't tried it in traffic yet, pero I'm guessing mahirap kasi because of the weight of the bike. When I was actually maneuvering the bike, medyo mahirap siya itulak. Most of the weight of the bike is on the engine, and the engine is situated lower in the bike. So somehow the center of gravity is very low. Kaya hindi siya mahirap dalhin kasi hindi siya top heavy. Mahirap lang siya itulak to. Tsaka just look at the engine, diba? Medyo naka-protrude siya sideways. Kaya bubuka ka talaga dito. Hindi ka pwedeng magano dito eh. Hindi ka pwedeng mag-shorts. Otherwise otherwise paso ang legs mo dito. You'll get burns kasi mainit yung makina. Woo! The other thing that the owner pointed out, this bike tends to follow the lines of the road. This bike has a tendency na sundan yung guhit ng kalsada. So, well, most bikes do, pero this one is more pronounced. I'm not sure if it has something to do with the tires. I just don't know, so I don't want to try it. And considering the bike is heavy, once you lose your balance in this bike, the tendency baka sumempla nga. So careful na lang tayo doon. So we've been driving this bike for a few minutes already, and at this point we could already feel the heat of the engine. Wala pa rin tatali sa init ng 790. Alright, gas tayo. Premium full tank. So fuel gauge niya nagbi-blink na, so it's almost empty. Tingnan natin kung gaano kadami to. So 8 liters. Tulak natin. Putangin ang bigat. Putangin ang bigat ito. So 8 liters, nagbi-blink na yun. I would assume this would be around 13 to 15 liters. So around 5 liters yung reserve na ito. We wouldn't know. We'll find out later. Alright, so traffic. Mahirap siyang i-maneuver, not necessarily because of the turning radius, but because of the weight of the bike. As I mentioned, stable siya pero mabigat kasi. Well, acceleration wise, mas sprightly pa rin yung 390, but the behavior na neto once it picked up, parang similar na sa 390. I mean, the speed, the rolling acceleration, everything is similar to the 390 except for the standstill acceleration. Doon lamang ang 390, primarily because of the weight, power to weight ratio. This is heavy, so it takes a bit more effort for this bike to actually speed up. You would expect a classic bike like this one would be slow. This one is not necessarily slow. Mabigat lang siya. Alright, so one thing that I have observed, mahirap dito laging tumatama yung binti ko dito sa engine, lalo na dito sa may clutch. Sakit eh, oh. Okay. So yeah, definitely I could feel the heat on my legs, those that are directly beside the engine, the big engine. Just look at the engine, oh. Kita dito, nakausli. Surprisingly, it is comfortable to ride this bike. I mean, it is very stable, hindi siya matalbog. It accelerates rather smoothly, and ang ganda talaga ng tunog eh. Unlike in my Duke where I could easily fit through those tight spaces, eto parang ayoko subukan. Bigat eh. Right. Tagal ng stoplight. Anyway, let's see how it goes going up. The suspension is very stiff somehow, parang ganun pakiramdam eh. Pero the cushion of the seats is very thick, kaya malambot sa puwet. Sarap upuan. Ayan. The brake is, medyo mag-aalangan kapag mabilis ka eh, considering the weight of the bike. Ayan, This has bi-braking systems, same as the Duke. Pero I don't know if it has to do with the weight of the bike. Minsan mapagkakamala mo mahina, pero on standstill malakas siya eh. Pero pag when you're rolling, especially on high speed, ayan meron naman. Siguro takot lang ako magpreno ng todo. The weight of the bike somehow, kasi sa ibang motor like in the Duke 390, somehow you could flick the bike left or right. This one, hindi siya easily flickable eh. With the Duke 390, if you want to change lane, ganun ka lang. Dito parang slow motion. Probably, you know, if the bike is stable because of the mass, it would require a bit more effort to actually, you know, change the momentum of the bike. And that's a good thing if you intend this bike for long rides. Pero sarap pa, tingnan mo. Woohoo! Sabagay, this bike is not meant for banking naman kasi. Classic siya, so formahan yan. Right? I mean, those are what classic bikes are for, right? I mean, it's for leisure riding somehow. Tsaka forma na rin. And speaking of which, this bike caters to specific people who really like classic bikes. It's not for everyone. Others would find the bike not interesting. They associate this with, you know, pantra or yung mga ginagamit sa pan-tricycle. But these are classic bikes. So ayun nga, this bike caters to specific group of people lang. Not everyone would really like this bike because, one, for the looks, right? And secondly, it's not really a sports bike, so you could not really expect the same performance as what modern bikes have. Anyways, we're here in Antipolo na. If the weather clears, hopefully we can take this bike for a ride in Marilake. Pero let's see what we can do. So siya yung may-ari. So second halt again for lending me your bike. Thank you. Alright guys, so we just returned the RE Interceptor 650 and we're headed back home. So anong nangyari, bumaba tayo. Turns out nandito siya sa Antipolo. So bumalik tayo. Nakita na lang kami sa taktak. A short chat, then we parted ways, as you can see. But anyways, I guess that would be it for the ride impression of the Royal Enfield Interceptor 650. Please do watch out for the bike review of the Interceptor 650 in the coming episodes. Alright, so I guess that would be it. I'll be ending my vlog here. If you like this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, and if you're new to my channel, do subscribe to BossTL PH and click that notification bell to be notified of our new uploads. Alright, so again, as I always say, Stay awesome, stay safe. See you in my next episode. Bye for now.